All we do is work, it seems.
Yeah, but it's remember that you get those one or two nights that are just perfect. Like just nothing beats it. So if you if
Yeah,
you go
right.
on the if you go on the if you actually it's interesting. If you go on my profile, you'll see the back picture. That's the view I have from the cottage. And I took it in the fall. So yeah, that's
Oh,
my
that's awesome. Is it an
yeah.
all sports lake too?
Pardon me, sorry. What was that?
Can motorboats go on there?
They can, but it's a smaller lake, so they really can't get up to full speed. So it's kind of nice. Like there's only a few jet skis and stuff, but um, it's a really interesting
Oh, that's
spot.
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's nobody can build on the other side, which is nice.
Yeah.
So it's all trees, right?
Well, we have tiny bit of property and then got a nice brick concrete patio overlooking the lake, and it's private too, so it's not public. So
Nice.
that's nice.
That is nice. It's nice to have, a place where you can kind of just watch the stars and just be, It's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just seems we always work there, but yeah, there are good times where everything is caught up and you can just have some beers and or morning coffee and uh yeah, now the missing piece is hopefully the bull market can buy me a boat. That's
Yeah.
and then I'll have more fun.
Well, it's funny because I don't know if I told you, but like we've probably only had a toilet in there for like 12 years. We were using an outhouse forever.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I
Yeah,
mean,
man, like it's remote.
yeah, yeah, that's cool.
Mm, yeah. Um,
I as a kid I loved camping and hiking through Philmont out in New Mexico and the Adirondacks, and I just loved it when I was younger.
there's something about camping, it's nice. The fire and marshmallows and s'mores, all that stuff. I saw that you were a little upset on one of your tweets. Are you okay?
Yeah, I had to put this guy in his place yesterday. In Simple Waters thing, he basically was calling me a scammer when I was giving out a bunch of ETH Zen, and I haven't heard him talk in like 3 months. And he's the only Zenian, well, fake Zenian that I have blocked. Uh, and he said sorry, and then he thinks that I'm donating because of Zen Peppy, and uh, yeah. And what's crazy about it, I'm not even part of Zen Peppy. I'm an investor, and I like Iceman, and uh, Iceman and Hexy kind of onboarded me into Pulse Chain tiny bit. I mean, I don't have much money in it, but just his tone and with me, and oh, you think I get riled up with Quail? Holy fuck! Yesterday I was so pissed. Yeah,
Oh, you got
his
worked up? You did?
his name is Skywalker, and apparently he's had some confrontations with other people. And unfortunately, I didn't really want to reveal, but uh, the amount of ETH that Zen that I had given out. But yeah, I mean, my wallet is doxed. Everybody that have received the tokens from me, um, they can see the transactions. It's all there. Um, but yeah. If I see them next time, I'm just not going to get worked up and just ignore it. But
Yeah, that's the best thing. You're not a scammer. We all know that. Don't worry about that.
yeah, he's like referring me to Zen Peppy, and I don't get it. I put maybe $100 in there, and that's it. But yeah, oh, that guy really pissed me off, and he pissed me off yesterday. Apparently, he's had some run-ins with other people too, not just me. His name is Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. Well, hopefully you're okay now.
Yeah, okay. The good news, I get to see Rome soon, and we're leaving down to Orlando. We got to fly into Orlando on the 9th, and then the Amigos trip begins on the 9th, and then my wife's sister is flying into Orlando from a different location, and we'll be down there for until the 16th, and I get to get the wet uh, hot warm towel treatment, Good Shave by Rome.
Oh, does he do that? I didn't know Rome did that.
Yeah,
What? Oh my God, that would have been
yeah,
awesome.
and and
Like
to
he'll
be
shave you? I didn't know that shit.
yeah, and to be honest, I mean, I seen it in the movies,
Yeah, I want
and
to do that.
back when I had hair, right? so so I figured, oh, what the heck? So he'll get a generous tip in Zen ETH, and I'll pay him whatever the rate is.
I always feel like people are gonna get whacked if they when they do that. Like
Well,
like in the
hey,
mafia movies.
hey, Rome, don't cut me up, uh, because there isn't any life insurance on me.
Oh my God. That would have been awesome. So he puts a hot towel on you and does all that stuff.
I don't know. I assume so. Yeah, so I guess technically I'll be his second Zen customer. There's a guy named Frosty that we just followed each other, and he's good friends with Rome, and he happens to be a crypto investor in Bitcoin and uh, Zen and all that. So I think I could be meeting him too. So I don't know how tall Rome is, but Frosty and I are like 6'4", so it should be interesting. And then my
I,
wife will end up. Uh, wife is going to hang out with us and uh, maybe grab some lunch at a local pizza place. I think.
be fun. Are you guys gonna go to Disney at all? Are you gonna do that or no?
Oh, as a kid, I went down there, but no. Uh, and Disney today is kind of woke. I heard.
Well, it was fun for the kids. I mean, it was pretty crowded, but we went on March break, so that was just silly.
Oh, this year?
Yeah, yeah, we did
Oh
that.
shoot! Well, you probably should have met Rome then, or
We,
did you?
we tried. I tried to do that, and then it just didn't work out. But um, I wanted to. I know where his place is, not in a stalking way or anything like that. His business, not his house. And so,
Yeah, yeah. It's hey, if there were this is some fanboy shit. If there were rewards out to Zenians every year, I would rank Rome as the most improved tech nerd there is. I mean, the shit that he has learned from Zen blocks is just unbelievable. And then shit, Cleo is apparently getting into Zen blocks. So if Cleo can do it, then anyone can do it, right?
you're so funny. I gotta tell you, you're hilarious. I love it.
Well, I wasn't yesterday. Oh, I was so fucking pissed. But yeah, today's a new day. Life is good today.
Good,
And
man. I'm glad. It's a good day, bro. It's a good day. Today will be a
yeah, yeah. And Rome's here, Zenada, buddy. Hey, thank you everyone for following me. I think I'm up to 79 followers. So appreciate it. And I don't really share all that much, but hey, it's all good, right?
my my daughter's class has 14 kids out due to sickness. Isn't that wild? That's crazy. 14 kids are sick in her class.
Well, you
I know.
know what? I don't know if you remember the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off. How he,
Oh yeah, it's a good movie.
yeah. So when when I was a young kid, I had learned a couple tricks from Ferris Bueller's Day Off and was faking sick, like about wetting your palms and all that.
Hey, we
Nice.
got several schools closed out today, but it's not because of sickness. It's because of them Texas Rangers, y'all.
Oh fuck, I know. Well, that's okay. I'm a Red Sox guy, so it's hard to watch this happen.
I'm just happy we won something this year. Out of all the sports teams, I'm just like, yes, we got somebody that made it.
Well, congratulations.
I'll take that as our Cowboys Super Bowl win for the year.
Congratulations. Yeah. I mean,
That's
the
your first one, isn't it?
Cowboys.
That's your first one?
Yeah,
Yeah, see, good for you. I mean, I remember when I had my first beer. Good job.
oh my goodness. Ooh.
No,
So
that's good. You guys, you're gonna go to the parade or anything? Are you doing that?
now I gotta go to work. I'm on my way right now.
When is the parade? Is it when are they scheduling that?
Oh, I don't even know. I'm not even too much of a big baseball fan. I'm just happy they won. I had to look it up and see, but I don't know if we going because everybody's kind of lazing around. Minus my middle child. He's got to go to school today.
Oh yeah. See, and when you have little children like that, that's hard to do.
Right?
Like if it's not time like between naps and feeding, like it's a shit show.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh,
My the newborn, he's getting to the point now where he's a little bit past just going ahead and sleeping in between feedings. He's trying to stay up now, and yeah, wants to be held all the time.
you know, it's fun. I mean, we did that with our last one. Like we read all the books and all that shit, and I don't know. With our last one, we just didn't care. We just held them because that was, it's it, man. Like, we knew we weren't gonna have any more, and yeah, just do it.
Right?
Yeah, like you just gotta. It's amazing.
Yeah. But now, as far as with crypto, with the SEC investigating and going after Safe Moon executives, I'm just praying they don't pull my name up if they get to another project later on in the future. Because if they going after Safe Moon, I know another one they're gonna go after next.
Were you involved?
I was just in the Telegram. I was just a moderator. That's it.
Oh God, which
Nothing
one's that?
more.
Which one?
Oh, baby doge.
Oh, you were a moderator for Baby Dose. Good for you.
Yes, I was the honeydews of baby doge.
Oh my God. How long were you that for? How long?
Shoot, a long time. I just say that a long time. Too long. That's when I just like said I'm done with Telegram. I just stick to Twitter, and that's it. I'm never going to be a full fledged maxi ever again in my life.
Oh, you were a Baby Dose maxi. Good. Wow, you were hardcore.
Yeah, Yeah, it was sad.
So how did you deflect when it dumped? What did you say?
Oh, don't worry. People are going on holiday. The market's down. Look at the chart. And after several months of saying that and just seeing the Telegram chat just dead in the water, I was like, yeah, I'm out. The shit is done.
Now, did you at least get paid for it? Hopefully they paid you.
No, we were all volunteers.
Oh no.
What do? I got paid one time. I think it was like after they came out with their swap. They were having me do AMAs with some of the tokens being added to it. But that was it. It was chump change too. It kind of pissed me off. I think that was the last straw when I was just like, screw y'all. Because there was so much stuff behind the scenes that they were doing that we knew was shady. And yeah,
Is it dead now? Is that project dead? Or is it still?
it's still out there. It's still got some volume, probably people's bots and stuff like that. But as far as in being real, no, it's dead. It's dead. They pretty much pulled a safe moon.
Oh,
Uh,
did they? Oh man.
yeah, bunch of fake wallets to boast the numbers and the dev doing shady stuff in the background. They come out with an NFT project. It's gonna be wonderful. All this money goes into it, and they only make a couple 100,000 donation with the millions that they got from it. So I'm just like, yeah,
Oh no, that's too bad. That
yeah.
Telegram, it must have got pretty big though, because it was. I remember I heard about it.
Oh yeah, it was ridiculous at one point. But
How many people did you have in your Telegram at one point when you were doing it?
I have to go look and see. I want to say like a hundred
I
k.
mean, a rough figure.
I think it was 100K. Whatever the
Wow,
max for the I guess the regular account was, we had hit it, so we had to move to another group.
that's huge.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I think the cap was 100,000. It's at 142 now, but we know it's like all bots and stuff like that. So
Oh, is it? Ah. Well, I mean,
yeah.
hopefully people don't get rugged on it. I saw on Telegram yesterday or the day before, um, there was that one Zen Telegram that was a scammy, and someone had reported it. So that's good. So it says scam on it, which is nice.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
because it almost had enough at the same amount as the original one, like the real one. So people were getting confused. I noticed. So
Oh
um,
damn.
yeah, so that it's just so easy to. I mean, I guess it's harder, but the scammers are stronger now. Like they're better. Like sometimes
Yeah, they
I'll
don't
get
stop.
no, no. Like, and if you're not paying attention, you can get smoked pretty hard.
Real easy.
So
They'd be like, "Hey, come on into this group. You've been some. You won. You've been selected. Click this link."
yeah, it's funny you said that too because my a relative of mine got into Bitcoin and stuff like maybe last year, and they went on Twitter and they did their thing, and then they started getting messages like, "Hey, if you do this, we'll give you free Bitcoin." And he was like calling me, "Is this true? Can I get free Bitcoin?" And I'm like, "Holy shit, we got a lot to learn."
Oh yeah, right. Oh man. And you want to talk about embarrassing? I think it was right when I first got into crypto, like as far as in DeFi and the central land. I think I did it to myself. I was on Twitter. I was like, "Hey, Michael Saylor is." It was just like a tweet. He's live doing an AMA. I clicked on it, went to the YouTube. I was like, "Oh, cool. Uh, MicroStrategy has a YouTube channel." And then look, they're doing a giveaway. It's like if you send us one ETH, we'll send you two.
Did you do it?
I did it like an idiot. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. As soon as I clicked it, I was like, "Wait a minute."
Ah, fuck.
They had the transactions posted on the website on the front end, and then I noticed I was like, "That looks the same." It was like three or four of them back to back, and I just realized it was just rotating. I was like, "God." But anyways,
Well, it happens, man. I mean, it's a good thing that you learned just with one ETH as opposed to what other people learn from, you know?
right?
Yeah, like it's true. It happens. I mean, and that's why we just got to keep talking about it and stuff, you know?
Right.
I
And that
see,
shows my street smarts right there.
well, it happens and the scammers are getting good. Like the emails I get too are really in depth. Now, I mean, they're coming after everyone new and as the bull market goes, it's just going to get worse and worse. But
Definitely. You ever get that phone call like from Coinbase support?
no, I don't use Coinbase. But I know what you're talking about. I do get phone calls every once in a while from I don't know who sold my phone number, but somebody did.
Oh yeah, right. It's getting
Yeah.
bad recently. I've had to go in and pretty much mute all unknown calls because throughout the day, I think it started like 2 weeks ago. I just started getting like random calls from like throughout the day. It would be like 20 of them. So I just like enough, enough. And I'm not gonna change my number, but shit.
No, and that's a pain in the butt too. Like, I mean, I was like early on, I don't know if I ever told you, but I was SIM switched once, and that was pretty scary. So like they were able to switch the SIM card, which you don't actually have to physically have the phone, which is interesting. It's all done digital. So they were after my 2FA authorization. So that was a wild experience. So because I made a mistake and had an old email kicking around that I used and they were able to like trace it back and find and it was just people can piece it together. They were coming after my crypto. And fortunately and luckily I was already, off the I never hold anything on exchanges or anything, but they had access to that stuff with the 2FA, my phone number. It's quite interesting. It was scary.
Wow,
Um,
that's crazy.
yeah, like what they did was, like I don't know if you know, like they can have how there's like outlets and stuff and like actual like Verizon stores and stuff where you go in, but in these remote areas around the country, there are there's like these mom and pop stores where they just have this like section of it's like a convenience store or something and they offer like this service like a third party to like remote areas. Anyway, they called this remote area and pretended it was me and then they switched it digitally and turned off my phone and did all that. It was wild. They went after everything. So I carefully did everything again and reset it and different emails, different everything, different yeah, everything's off. But it was crazy.
Wow.
And it
So
can happen. Oh good.
with the Sims, can we prevent that attack with like the sim lock, or is that something different?
Well, I don't know. I mean what I did was I had so for my carriers, I have this special service that like they're not supposed to do anything without they they call me and do all this and I pay extra for certain security and jazz because I don't want that to happen, especially with the fact if the bull market comes, everybody's going to be after you. So
Oh
I
yeah,
prevent.
definitely.
But they don't physically have to be at your phone to switch your SIM anymore, which is kind of scary. They can do it on the computer.
Man,
So that was wild. But I think, as we'll just talk security and all that jazz. But It's important. Like everything. Get your shit offline.
right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, look at, hey everyone. Wow, everyone's here. Good morning. This is great.
Right.
Let's
I
see,
was looking
Sam.
over.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was looking over the charts this weekend or this morning, and I'm wondering what kind of weekend are we gonna have? Is it gonna be dumpity dumpy dump?
I don't know. Anybody know? Anybody have any ideas? I'm looking at someone said there's a bear flag. I just saw that. Well, that's interesting. Um,
Funny enough, I saw somebody say bear trap.
oh, okay.
What up, bud?
Sam, is Sam going to jail? What's going on? Did he got convicted, right?
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
What's he looking at?
Getting his cheeks busted. That's what he's looking at.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yep, oh yeah, yep.
Yep. But I don't have much time. I'll have to take the little one to school. But regarding security, it's better to not use your phone as a multi-factor. It's better to have, if possible, possibly like RSA keys.
Mhm.
Those are like offline, you know, codes that switches every couple seconds, 30 seconds or 60 seconds, whatever it is. Yeah, so RSA keys are good. And if you could have both RSA keys and another form of multi-factor, that's even better. But yeah, having no multi-factor is crazy talk. Phones are okay, but you could get SIM swapped, like you mentioned, Zane. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
get like RSAs and offline, it will be great.
yeah, and yeah, it's good that you mentioned that because you have to do that, guys. Like, make sure you do because I could have paid a very expensive lesson, and I was lucky there was nothing on anything. So, um, yeah, don't get cute with your security.
Yeah, always
Hey,
use
Sid, good
protection,
morning. Oh,
except
you
for
always
text.
do protect. What does BTC Gold say? Wrap it up.
I never wrap it up. Six, good morning.
Morning, six.
What's up, everybody? Good morning.
Good morning.
No, I was gonna say lately I've been seeing a lot of cases of phishing scams, but
Oh yeah,
to prevent all this, I always recommend a hardware wallet, and that 2FA it's not really necessary if you keep your stuff off of off of a hardware wallet.
good point. Good point. Yeah, hardware wallets are great, and also like when you buy them, make sure they're just really look at them too. Like, make sure there's no fingerprints and all that shit. Like, you never know.
And the other good thing that you guys can do is even to prevent a 2FA or a SIM swap scam and even all that, I would recommend to create a whole separate email. I've done that many times, over and over. Um, Nothing that's really. So let's say right now you have your main account that you've been having for years. Well, I'm pretty sure you don't want to start connecting that to crypto, because then they start tracking you like they did to you, thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. And that's key too, is like create a bunch of them and like you know how your recovery emails, like you guys can like create a loop, like just where they go, it goes nowhere. So just there's a way to do it. Like it's awesome. Because these guys are getting smart.
Yeah, but phishing scams have been happening lately. I followed this one account in the past week. There's been over millions of dollars lost due to clicking on random links and opening up phishing scams emails and a phone number. Like when you receive a message to your phone
Yeah,
number,
yeah.
like that.
Oh yeah, I've gotten those where it's like, oh, your package is ready. You didn't work with anything, or be like, this is Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. I've been getting lately some of them about I had them here. They kept, DMing me. Actually, it was in my other phone, but like I got him ones that were like, oh, let me see if I see it here. Give me a second. Like something about like your, like, yeah, I'm getting the mail ones, but it's something like, hey, is this your account? Verify this account, and then click here. I don't know if you've gotten those, or it's like, oh, somebody signed into your account. In order to prevent that, click here.
Yeah, I got that. I've gotten those. That's scary too, especially if you haven't seen them for the first time.
The
All right.
favorite one was Amazon. Like, oh, did you order this? You didn't order this. We have like, $2,000 coming in your Amazon account. Blah blah blah. Click on here to stop it, or if it's really you.
Yeah, and they that's right. They call you, and it's funny. I like try to keep them on the line, but sometimes if they call, because I still have a landline, right? Like I know, but the only people that call me on it are like my mom, my in-laws, and scammers. So I don't know. It's always fun.
Yeah, I just like heard partial of what a 6 was saying. I was getting ready to go up, but I think you said something about an email, phishing emails coming in. If you get it, so what people are doing right now, they're injecting PDFs with malware. So say for example, if you get a receipt saying, hey, Reflections, your Amazon order, your Best Buy order receipt is here, this PDF, please click this receipt. I mean, please click this PDF to see the receipt. Once you click that, infected PDF, you can get malware in your computer. So by default, I always send shit like that to the junk, especially when I know it's not coming from anywhere that I ordered. So be careful clicking attachments in your email, even if it's like a legit looking .pdf.
Yeah, and they look good too. Like there's some good ones. like
Yeah,
they're really putting work in.
that's why I always recommend if you're gonna be doing crypto, you got to do it off a completely different device,
Yeah.
and you can't do it out of your daily routine computer or emails.
That's a good point too. And I guess if those are, if people are curious, if you got somebody in your house that's crazy about ordering stuff all the time and you're not sure, just go directly to that company's website and check their, don't ever, you know, give in and actually click on those links if you're not sure. Just always check with the actual official site.
Yeah, that's an important point. And I'm getting like really nerdy into this shit right now. But like on my home network, I have a DNS resolver. It's basically Pi-hole. And any email that comes in, because the way how these emails work with like links to go to like a different website. Say, for example, Best Buy embeds a link in its email. It will go through like some form of proxy, then it'll forward you to Best Buy. But this prevents you from accessing those links. So, say, for example, one email has like a legit Best Buy link inside there. I am unable to access it, or anyone in my home network is unable to access it because it sits right between the router and the modem. Or if it's like a malware email, or like if it's like a phishing email, if you click it, you still will not be able to access it. You literally have to go to bestbuy.com, like what Reflections say, to access it. So that's like another layer of security using a Pi hole, like Pihole. It's really, really amazing.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Thank you, man. I love this kind of talk, guys. This is the way to do it.
Yeah, I'll drop some information in the chat later on, but I have to run out to carry the little one to school. But yeah, Pi-hole. I'm using stuff like network layer, security to just block my whole network, like Wi-Fi at home, internet at home. So even if you do dumb shit on your computer, it's being blocked in the whole network. So yeah, I'll put some information in the chat later on. I have to run it right now, but I'll catch you guys in a little bit.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that would be great. Have a good day.
Adios.
Take care,
All
my
right,
man.
see you. Take care.
Hey, Six.
Oh,
I've been Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I've been training with this one technician that from California. He said Roscoe's chicken and waffles is all right. Can you verify that for me? He must be away.
What is it? Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
Yeah, I went there one time as a kid, but me being a kid, I was like, oh, they have waffles. I'm only gonna get the waffles. I didn't get the
It's a
chicken.
it's a it's a good place, bro. But there's better. It's landmark. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, cool.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like like it's
Like
just
it's just
popular?
like like it's just a spot that like people talk about in the media. Like yeah, it's like
Okay.
it's like you go there just to get the chicken and waffles, pretty much. But
Okay, I
besides that, it's more like a name, like a landmark.
see. I've never been to a place like this. I don't understand the chicken and waffle combination. Like, it's a thing, right? Like, this is a big thing. I know I sound awful.
I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know. This is amazing.
I mean, I never thought about that, but maybe I'll try it here pretty soon because we got a Waffle House not too far from the house now, and I could just probably just grab some chicken tenders from somewhere else and try it out and see. It's
I'll
it
tell
won't be the
you this.
same.
I'll tell you this. Back like 10 years ago, when I used to work for a bakery. They had a similar invitation. I don't know. I never thought it would taste good, fried chicken with waffles. But just putting that maple syrup or that Aunt Mama's, it was a weird taste, right? But then a year later, you're like, okay, this is enjoyable. Like taking small chunks out of it, chicken, and waffle. It's sort of like a sandwich, but the maple syrup makes a big difference. And butter, I had to have my butter.
Oh yeah, butter is almost a food group in my house. That and ketchup. Oh my goodness. But oh, now I'm hungry for chicken and waffles. You guys are amazing. Because you could have it for breakfast, couldn't you? Like that would be breakfast.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what my wife does. I'm not too
Yeah,
sure if that's a big
it's a
person
breakfast
thing.
item.
Ah, maple syrup, like so the chicken could be like KFC and stuff. Oh, sorry, maybe that's bad to say. But man, oh man, I want that. Ooh, Solana liquidated. FTX is liquidated 100 million Solana in 10 days. Man, oh man. How long is he going to jail for? Do you know what he's looking at?
Like I was telling Crypto Bro, that dude is gonna go get a cell phone with a plasma TV and just be chilling.
Yeah. It's not going to be hard time, is it? It's going to be like,
It's a slap on the wrist, man.
like,
Slap on the fucking wrist.
like we need a deterrent. Right. Oh, okay. So OpenSea integrates with Polygon Network to streamline NFT trades. I'll put that in the nest. I don't know what that means. I've been buying some BRC20 stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm DJed. I don't know. But there's did you see that? And I'm not shilling it. Did you see that Bitcoin land over there? Did you see that? I don't know what that's all about. Um, That's a weird one. It looks like I remember when they first started selling the oh, what's that? The coin's mana, but what is that metaverse called? Um, Decentraland.
Decentraland, was it?
Yeah, yeah. You remember those plots when they were first selling them? Well, it kind of looks like that, but I don't know exactly what they're. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know what that means. I bought one, so I don't know. I don't know. I remember Decentraland. I remember debating whether I should buy the shit, and I didn't. and, and then it did what it did. Not the coin, but the little plots, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, because that was a mistake. So I vowed never again to miss that shit. But I see the people are pushing sats pretty hard too over there. I saw that crypto slow guy say something about it. Might go to. Sorry, he's looking for it to go to like parity with like sats. Like
Hey, no
holy.
way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's wishful thinking. It's it's whatever. There's no. I mean, I don't know. I doubt it, but can you imagine?
You talking about the meme token one?
Uh, yeah, the one that we minted on BRC20, those ones, like the one that has 2 quadrillion of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's there's no way, but anyway, he was saying it, so or suggested that it might happen, or it could happen, or it's I don't know.
Only time will tell.
I don't know. I mean,
I try not to think about it because I sold it at one of its bottoms and now I'm crying.
oh yeah, you mentioned that yesterday. That's true. I mean, we've all sold too early in certain things. I know I have. I know I have. Oh, sorry. I want to hear about this shave that Rome gives. Apparently, it gives you a shave with straight razors, like like the mafia movies or something. Wild. Would you trust Rome to do that, or would he get you? Think he'd nick you? Think he'd nick you?
Oh, you talking about what shaving?
Yeah, Rome does like a straight
After
shave or something.
after Sweeney Todd, I can't trust anybody.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, speak of the devil here. So, I'm just looking at stats, new all-time high. Apparently, that's crazy. Sorry, I don't mean to rub that in your face. Not my intention. You're up early, 6. So SBF could go for someone just put 115 years. I doubt that. Not even close. What else we got here? Kathy Wood. Oh, U.S. authorities seize $54 million in crypto. That's nice. What's Bitcoin in? 34. 4. Do you have any mints coming out there, reflections? Or are we good? How's your minting? Right, well, this gives me an excuse to play this beautiful song by our boy Numbers.
Mix it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. The risk to reward ratio isn't worth the pain. The pain is real when you're giving away your capital gains. You think you got it made? I paid over 800K. In blockchain, honesty stings and lies seem to pay. Then Zen comes along and it's all first principles and shit. Y'all minted so much the chart took a 99% dip. And we got Zen on 12, no wait, 13 different chains. And y'all wonder why blockchain isn't a household name. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. If Zen was just a pump and dump, you think it would have pumped by now? Well, Zen achieved the original mission of blockchain, got 7 years to find out. By 2030, Zen better have replaced Bitcoin, have integrated AI, or I'll have every right to call it a shitcoin. History lesson, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hex, and Zen. Time machine like crypto started all over again. Me, I'm staked out for the next 15 years, cause hanging with you folks no way to live. I'm sitting pretty, relaxing divs. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint it up, burn it up, scoop it up, shoot it up. Minting myself like a good little boy, a good little boy, good little boy. I'm minting myself like a good little boy, minting like a good little boy. Minting myself like a good little boy, a good little boy, good little boy. I'm minting myself like a good little boy, minting like a good little boy. Mint it up, like burn it up, boy. Scoop it up, boy. Shoot it up, boy. Mint it up, like burn it up, boy. Scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint it up, burn it up, boy. Scoop it up, shoot it up, boy. Mint it up, like burn it up, boy. Scoop it up, shoot it up. Mint.
God, that's good.
Hey, my bad thing. I was getting my route from one of the texts. What was he asking me earlier?
I forget. I literally change my opinion usually in mid-sentence, so I don't know.
I heard minting. Were you asking me what I was minting?
Oh yeah. Are you minting? Are you minting?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Right now I'm focusing on base. I'm trying to build up my portfolio there.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's
I
good.
went ahead and stopped with DBZen. Just in general, 'cause, I don't know. I just don't like the drip concept. I mean, it'd be better if more people were participating, or if there was more volume, like across the board, other than ETH. But I don't know. I just don't like playing around with that anymore. I value the Zen more, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I like the old Zen, man. I like Zen. I just want as much as I can so I can burn it or whatever, wrap it. I don't give a shit.
Right. Because what base, I already kind of knew that the drip wasn't all that great. So I just started providing liquidity for DBZen and Zen, and I'm getting enough out of that. So
That's good. I mean, it's just it's slow and steady wins the race, man.
yep.
Slow and steady. And sometimes you guys, you guys get that 10,000x, and that's what you love. And I'm so happy that happened for you guys, for everybody.
Shoot, I'm just still looking for that 2 legs.
Oh my gosh, I know.
For me, it always happens whenever I'm driving or whenever I'm asleep. I go check the chart. I was like, oh, it's up like 5%. And I see 24 hours. Oh, this is up 50% for the whole 24 hours. I'm like, when did this happen?
Yeah, I know, and you like it's like when you don't look at the chart and then all of a sudden it's up. It's like, wow, like, how did I miss that? And it's like that's why you got to be on this thing 24/7.
Right? Because usually with stuff that I play around with, I'll set an alert for it, especially if I'm doing it on an exchange. And that was my fault last time because I didn't do it for sats because I had my low target and my high target set. So if the high hit, I go back in. If the low hit, I just left it alone. But yeah, we live and we learn.
So you always have a strategy, eh? Going into every trade,
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
do you? And
I,
how do
I look
you?
at.
Oh, go
Um,
ahead. I was going to ask you that question. I think.
I usually try to work off the daily candles if I'm gonna let it sit in there for a while, and if not, I go into the smaller time frames and just trade off that day.
So do you set stop losses or do you just go with it?
Oh, if I'm leveraging, no stop loss. I go in raw.
Do
But
you really? Why is that? What's the philosophy behind that?
um, for me, I found out it's easier for me instead of using high leverage and attempting to just catch the candle. I'll use super low leverage or low enough. So say like if max is 200x or 100x, depending on what it is. If it's like Bitcoin, I do like 15x and below. That way, my liquidation is a whole lot lower. I can add to the margin, and also at the same time, if the price drops, I can add to the position to to pretty much lower my entry point. It's easier to lower the entry point that way.
And when would you like? Do you have a strategy before you make the trade of like how much you're willing to lose and all that jazz on it? Like just for
Uh,
everybody listening.
not for me. I do it the wrong way. I don't necessarily have like a stop loss. I mean, if I'm depending on what I'm doing. So say I want to make like $5 to $10 on a trade. I'll do like 50 with like $100, and then I'll add additional to it. Once I hit that target, I'm good. But if I drop below, if I'm down like $10, I'll try to add to my position a couple times, and if it keeps on failing, if it looks like the trend reversed, then I'll just cut my losses there. Just just kill it at like $20 or something like that.
And how long do you look at a chart before you make a decision to either short it or long it?
Ooh. It depends. Uh, if it's like a meme token, I'll watch it for a couple days. Um, Anything like with Bitcoin, I don't really watch it too often.
Now, when you do your leverage trades, do you like watch Bitcoin as well? Because sometimes when Bitcoin takes a big dip, then that alt that you're shorting or longing will do that, but in a delayed fashion. Do you find that, or do you
Yeah,
like? Yeah.
it depends. Like if it's like a fresh token that just came out and got a lot of hype around it, I don't necessarily correlate it with it too much because the volume is controlling the chart, in my opinion.
Okay.
But when it comes to like say like Zen or like Pepe stuff like that, then I'll watch closely with Bitcoin and ETH just to see because it you can see it on a chart. It's just on different time frames, or it's not as big on scale.
Okay. So, hmm. Now, are you
So
looking at other? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so basically, if Bitcoin's about to dip and I go check Pepe and it looks like it's following on one of the smaller time frames, then I'll go ahead and just follow Bitcoin, close my position if it's long, and then wait for the bottom.
Are there any coins that you stay away from, like specific ones?
Uh, not really. Not
Like,
really.
what do you look for in in like something that you're gonna long or short, like leverage trades?
Oh, volume.
Volume.
Volume, the number of exchanges that it's on, and social media. I always refer to social media as well, just to see what their general sentiment is, and any big type of news coming out. I try to look out for that type of stuff, just to see if there's going to be an manipulation or anything like that. But uh, that's pretty much it. I'm not as good as everybody else, but it works for me.
And what are some red flags that you would look at? If you can think of any, on the social media piece that would keep you away from that particular trade.
Uh, Really, it's just the main account. If there's like not necessarily too much hype, but they giving you, I guess, Kool-Aid, then I kind of be wary of those. 'Cause, I don't know. Usually it's around on announcements. If that token or project is malicious, then they'll dump on the news. More than anything.
Do you ever look at the blockchain and stuff and take a look at that, or do you
Nah,
know?
no,
No,
no. I
I
should.
mean, just to see how what wallets have what, and now are there?
Right.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, but it's like when I'm leveraging on exchange, I just look at where it's at, what the trading volumes are on the different exchanges, like on CMC, and see which one has a better percentage of moving the market, and then I just kind of go off of that. I'll watch that chart and make my plans off of that.
Like, okay. Are there any exchanges you would recommend to long and short, or stay away from?
In my opinion, MEXC stay away from, but if that's what you got, just use low leverage or just you know be careful. Um, Other than that, I use BingX. That's my preferred.
And okay, and why would you stay away from XC, do you think?
It seems like their bots are geared towards trying to liquidate you or whoever plays on there. I mean, I think most of the information is like public as far as in people's positions, but I don't know. I feel like I get stopped out a lot more there. It feels like I'm being attacked, but it could just be just a system. Maybe it's just other people.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
because you're saying stop losses, you're always going to get right.
You catch that reflections? Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay.
Sixer.
Yeah, when you play on McC, you don't have to set stop losses, bro.
Good morning, Sixer. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm interrupted,
Oh,
but I love what I'm listening. I love what I'm hearing. Um, stop losses, six, and reflections. You were saying reflections that you tend to have bots to like, because I feel like the same thing. I always use stop losses, but I feel like they're always hunting me down for right. So tell me more about don't having stop loss, because I'm thinking about not doing it anymore. Because, like I said, I feel like a fucking target every time.
Yeah, that's why I kind of eased off of using it. Uh, can I get 20 on 3? Yeah. But no, that was the feeling I got, and no, thank you. Uh-huh. That's why I started moving away from it because as soon as I open my position, I add to my margin, and it comes down, stops me out, and then goes back up.
Exactly the same fucking feeling I have. Like Literally, they will pump the price just enough, just a few cents off from your liquidation, uh, and then it will come down, or the other way around, right? It will go up, So it's really interesting. The you have reflections of Sixer that you use KuCoin, or what is your to go to trade, if you don't mind me asking, because there's several.
Uh, I haven't used KuCoin before. I don't have access to it.
So what did you use?
I just use BingX.
Okay. Yeah, I have
Before,
access to that. I never use it. I want to try now.
Hello.
yeah, and before I got booted from crypto.com, I used to use them, but I don't think they had leverage. I think I just did spot over there.
Right. Well, good, Mister. I heard you a little experience with Flocky Inu reflections. So, jobs to you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish, man. I think I saw that a while back ago, but it was one of my buddies in one of my social Telegram groups that he was on it whenever they made it to Binance. So he made a good run on it.
That's how you met Ten Heads, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. We all met back over at Baby Dose,
and Jade and all of them. It's crazy, bro. Like,
right?
feel like we all connected somehow. Like, people more back in the day and stuff, fucking with all the different projects, but the newest ones, like us, somehow, we like fucking yeah. Sorry.
Right?
Go ahead. Go.
Oh no, you good. It's pretty dope because I mean, it wasn't like Baby Dose was bad the entire time. It's just the people that were running it that kind of ruined it for us. But um, as far as in the people, I mean, we had multiple language communities, and everybody was pretty cool, man. I mean, had the Spanish community, the Portuguese, and the Asian community, Indian, the Africans. It was dope. Got to meet a lot of people and hear and experiences from all different walks of life. It was cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think the only thing I would have changed about that experience was I would have sold each and every single pump. I held like an idiot. That was a horrible lesson to learn looking back.
Well, you got a second chance.
Yes,
Right,
you do.
You will.
right. That's why I'm so active with it now because I've seen that life changing money. With my wife telling me, "Sell, you idiot," I'm like, "No, it's going to $1." That was one, and then I got in with Baby Doge, and it had three pumps, and each time I chose not to sell. I was like, man, it's gonna keep going up. It never did. So I ain't never doing it again. That's why when I get on in the trade, I get in and get out, get in and get out. Unless it's something I'm like invested in, socially, I'm not gonna stick to anything like that ever again.
Yeah. Go ahead, Thing.
Oh no, I was just gonna say hi to Cleo. I haven't seen him all week. How are you?
Oh, no one cares about Cleo.
Why?
Oh, we do? Oh, okay. We do. We
I
do.
don't
We do
know.
care.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe
We do
not. I
care.
don't know.
All right,
Right?
Cleo. Talk your shit, bro.
Or not. Is everything good? I might have missed something.
When send game on pause, motherfucker. Is it coming?
How crypto dude, how was your stream the other day?
I use my same little internet device, and it was not the best quality but I'm checking it out. I'm just to see if it works, and it works. Um, but yeah, I will get to it. I will get to get better internet, and because that was really glitchy. Um, but yeah, 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 yeah. Dr. B Ray,
Did you get a?
what's up?
Oh, V-Ray was there. You
B
said.
Ray was there. Sanghead, a couple other people. Uh, yeah, 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 yeah. I would love to show what I do, what I love to do, and but I also love that idea of having a space just for TA. Not just for TA, but at least with that motivation in mind, right? Because it's important. And what the traders here, like Six, Reflections, Sangheads is a beast too. Uh, not like a big recognized trader, but like he's a DJ, I should say. This motherfucker
Hmm.
would trade with 150x with a little amount of money, but he will go hard, right? And like just now, right? Like this guy, then I use a stop loss, and that's playing why. So they have a valid reason, right? Why? So a little questions like this, right? Will fucking uh, keep people thinking, keep people learning about it, right? Um, we all got different strategies. We all can share. We all can help people to set up price charts, how to use fucking trading view, how to use that screener, right? It's just that I heard reflections earlier say that he's not the best, he's not like, but you are, bro. Like we are the best. We all learning. We all fucking do it. Think about how many people they wish to know what you know. What you use just for learn for leverage trading. So what we know is huge, right? Compared to other people, right? And so I think like we should not minimize. We should not like underrate ourselves. We need that the feel good vibe, and share what we know and get better at it. Every fucking day. Like it's how we're gonna grow. I feel like it's community and traders, right? Because some people I know here they want to learn how to trade with leverage. And it seems like it's a lot of fucking suggestions, a lot of fucking opinions, different strategies that people use, right? And that'd be good for the people that they wanted to learn, right?
So if you're like, okay, if you sit down at the computer and you're like, I'm gonna leverage trade today, what is the first thing you do to find the coin or token that you want to trade?
Okay, so in my,
Like, walk me through that.
on my
You could.
on my trading view, uh, I went. It been a while. It's a long time ago, right? So I went and add all my blue chips. So I see, and where when everything is, you know, like percentage, like what which one is doing better, like all this good stuff. So I probably have like 200 coins loaded into my trading view account.
Oh wow!
You know,
How come so many? Why so many?
because that's the one I love to trade with, right? Like uh, reflection says, you look for things, like coins with the best value, uh, and stuff like that. So every morning when I wake up, just with a little click, I know which one is doing, uh, 50%, 30%, so I check, I go through all my coins every day, I create patterns on them, trend lines, support and resistance. So I follow every single one of them, and I don't have like data and all of them. Like specifically, and most of them I do. So I know what I follow what every chart basically is doing through the day. So sometimes, I know that this coin is gonna be hitting support, or is being in support. So I'm watching that coin, right? Or if the trend line, right? If I think it's going to break out, I'm ready for that to happen, right? Because I know it's coming to the bottom of the wage or to the top of the wage or whatever. So things like that, right? So you look at your charts. I feel like if if you want to do this for living, you have to consider it as a business, right? And it's not just a game. It's you have to do your homework.
Yeah,
Okay,
and to
so
add on,
oh,
and
go
to
ahead.
add on what Crypto Dude was saying, some things that you could also take into consideration, like a little bit more high level. It's Biden rumors sell the news. So, say for example, we're going to use DBZen as an example on ETH or whatever chain that you're in. We know that DBZen is looking to come up with some new NFT or possibly some blockchain, whatever it is that they hypothetically is going to come up in the future. We know from what we've observed in the past, like when news like this is coming out, like if it's like a month out, 2 weeks out, whatever it is, there's typically a run up. So you could do longs on that. You could, put some leverage on that because you know that there's a high chance that DBZen is going to run up. And when it runs up, there's going to be a point, in time where it's going to cool off. So you could begin to short it coming all the way down. So the first thing, I would recommend, and I'm not a trader, I don't have time for trading and stuff like that. I'm more of an investor. But like if I were to get back into trading, I would, follow buy the rumors, sell the news. And also for like the little bit more established projects out there with a slightly higher market cap, you could look at the RSI, the relative strengths index. You can see where it's undersold or oversold. Like if it's oversold, there's going to be a pullback, because a lot of people's like flooding into it. But if it's undersold, there's a potential for it to run up. So like, you know, two tips there: buy the rumors, sell the news. You have to be really tapped into like the news of a project, and just check out the RSI comparing. Just adding on to what Crypto Dude was saying. But I don't trade because you really need balls of steel and time to do it. So I just invest and just hold for like 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is.
That's amazing. So you got the knowledge, you just don't have the time to trade. So that's amazing. Still, like people doesn't want to trade, but I know they will use this knowledge, for the entries, right? Like if they want to spot trade only, they don't want to take the risk. They will know how when to enter into the market, right? Just having this knowledge, right? Because I don't want to fucking leverage trading forever, right? Like, because I mean, I feel like if you can afford just to do spot, it'd be so much less stressful. So, but yeah, yeah. And I agree with the fundamentals, right? Some people do TA and they hate fundamentals, right? Like news and stuff, but they both go hand by hand, right? They both like you look at the charts and that's what you see. That's what you have to chart, because you see the people's feelings, people's thinking, what's going on and around the world and stuff, right? With any news, anything, you can see the reaction of the people, on the candles, on the chart. So if if you, I never disagree with people. Some people don't like TA. Some people that just trade, spot whatever with fundamentals. So, but I believe in both. And I believe that the charts always predicting ahead of time where it's going to happen. The chart will create, you know, the chart will give you signals, to tell you, the patterns, right? Like head and shoulders, right? So if a head and shoulders is coming into, into a place, ahead of time there's probably the chart is probably making, or forming a head and shoulders. So most likely, if it happens, the price is going to go to fucking hell, right? So learning to charge, not to charge, but learning patterns, learning to candles, trend lines, support and resistance, just the basics, right? And then plus your indicators, right? Like RSI, MACD, right? Uh, it is some of the bases that just, you don't need to go to the whole fucking have you charge. Someone made fun of me the other day because I have a lot of charge, and I did it on purpose because I wanted to see what people, the people that they don't know what the fuck they're doing, they don't give a shit. But there's a lot of traders here, and they're all like fucking looking at you shit, to see if you fucking, or some people that just don't give a shit about you and they don't do nothing. But this guy was like too overload with indicators. I know, fuck it, I know how to trade with no indicators. But it's good to have them. It's good to look at them through before you don't make a trade, because everything together, when you do an analysis before you take a trade, you look at the market, you look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, what they're doing. If everything's solid, you take the trade. But you have to look at every fucking way possible for you to make the right decision, right? So
And what's your accuracy? How do you, like, do you win a lot more than you lose?
uh
Do you find?
to be honest, I have not leverage trade the way that I like. Like, I feel like um not having an account, right? Like and then like big enough, for you to be happy, you to feel comfortable, of winning, a trade through the day or whatever. I feel like when you have the fucking when you don't have the money to lose, it's a lot tougher to trade. Like when you are truly DJing and you don't have money to spend, basically. Like Cloud Cow said, like I'm spending my fucking bill for the electric bill, right? My fucking money for the electric bill. I don't give a shit. So it's people like that, and I am one of those. I'm not responsible. Uh, I have lived my life in not the best way possible, right? With my money and shit, I guess. So I'm one of those guys that if I have $200 not doing anything, I will put this $200 into leverage trade or something. So I stopped doing that, but that's how I was trading before, really reckless. And honestly, I have lost more than I make, right? But I have not trade with a lot of money. I take trades. Like maybe my biggest, trade is $3,000. Maybe my biggest win is like $1,500 in one trade, which is not bad. Just today I trade with $110 and I make $80. My trade went up to like 80%, 50x leverage. That was my first time I trade with 50x. I never trade with high leverage. I was just doing it for fun, just to kind of learn something new. But
What was the stress like on that one?
what's that?
What was the stress like on that one?
I hit that trade yesterday, right on the bone of the candle. Like right on the wick for Bitcoin. Um, and when you find out when you have your support, right, your block of liquidity, and the price is dumping, the indicator sometimes will show you, okay, it's going to go down there, so it's going to grab some liquidity, so be ready for the week, You know, sometimes it's just a week to send a week to grab liquidity, go back off. You know, that's why the week is visible. You see it, and then you know they strengthen to go back up, right? To the price to do a reversal. So if you're DJing enough, you need to find that week, right? The week that's gonna go down to hell to grab the liquidity. If you look enough and you put a limit order, you know, around that number where you think it's gonna go down, and the week will grab it, then you fucking making money while the week is shrinking, right? Or the candle. So it's it's after that you're not too nervous because while the candle's shrinking, you already making
Yeah.
profits, right? So you know when the candle goes up, the same candle that is shrinking, and then your next candle is your confirmation, right? Sometimes it can become a hammer, right? So if you get a hammer, you know, candle, you know that the price is going to reverse. So yesterday it happens the same. It happens like that. Even the candle turned green, so it was bought up. So you know the price is going to reverse. So it's pretty obvious, right? So for me to
Mm.
able to hold it all the way up to the range or whatever the range was, the resistance, it was not that bad to be honest, you know. But the price was going up its value, you know. So I was able to hold it, you know. So it's not bad for $100 to make $80. It's almost 100%. So I was like, what the fuck? I love these, right?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Good for you.
But
Mm.
don't do that.
Like,
Don't do that at home.
don't like so if you're gonna make so you've decided, let's say, okay, today I've decided to trade leverage. I've got some money. You look at your 200 blue chips. So then what do you look for in those in order for you to want to trade that?
Um, I want them to be close to resistance on support, right? Because if I want to take a short, I want them to be on resistance, right? You can see your candles, you know. You can kind of see through your candles if they're going to break or not. So you can take a short, right? Or in the other way around, I wait, you know. I go through my coins and see which one is being on a range on support, you know, and just wait for the for the coin to give volume and take off, right? You can kind of see, you know, like what uh what coins are doing, right? If they're in support, you know, you're gonna see they're ranging for a while, right? So you're just kind of waiting for a breakout, right? Uh, if the price is dropping really fast, or you know, like Bitcoin is falling and the other coins are, you know, following Bitcoin, you know, you just have to wait for a reversal. I love Bitcoin because Bitcoin will not sit around too much, you know, like even though it seems like it, but like for the most part, Bitcoin, you know, is if it drops, look for the week, you know. So you know Bitcoin is falling, you gotta be ready if you love Bitcoin to trade with. Because if it falls, sometimes we'll send a week, grab liquidity and go back up, right? So basically, you know, support and resistance to be the coin to be near, so you can be ready, you can prepare, you know, other side, oversold, overbought, right? So just those things, you know, and when you see your chart, you will know when this coin or whatever is ready to fucking, you know, go down and go up. The indicators, everything else around it will tell you, will let you know. And your mind, you know, it automatically will say, all right, you know, it's getting ready to fucking short or long, right? But what I learned yesterday is, I don't know about you guys, but some people hold, right? Some people hold the trade and would take a trade for a long time, right? But for me, I just love to just trade the range, right? If we go up, if we're going out from 2,000 to 3,000, get up at 3,000. You know, don't wait for a bull flat. You know, for the price to take off and break the resistance and go keep going up. I learned that it's better for me just to like get off at 3,000 or 2,800 or whatever, right? You want your reward to be, and then if the price break resistance, then you take another trade because that shit will not work for me. Like I try to take it, like okay, I'm gonna let it ride. Yeah, motherfucker. No, they will go back. The price will go down, and they will liquidate you somehow, or and it just don't work. It doesn't work the pain and suffering, that you have from 2 to 3 to keep going, right? Like if this is that as more like a swing trader style, a day trader. If you want to be a scalper, you just want to get in, get out. Don't be greedy. Don't feel like, all right, I got 80%, I got 70%. That's enough. Don't expect to make 300%. Like it's just not. It doesn't worth it, right? Your emotions doesn't worth it. Just get the job done, get up.
So do you always have a goal of what you want to make on this particular trade?
With with uh with with small leverage, for example, when I trade Bitcoin, I only use 10x leverage. That alone will give me, I think, like around $1,000 liquidating you know uh margin. So if I make 25% on my trade, I'm super happy, right? And if I take 2 trades a day, there'll be also two. But you have to choose, right? You temporarily or what the rate on your chart, what time frame that you want to trade in, right? Like if you scalp, you don't need to trade in 1 hour, right? 'Cause it will take the most of your day to take the trade. If you're patient, yeah, that's fine. But like for me, I'm looking for, like if I'm gonna put a couple $100, I want to make at least $50. I feel like it's a
Oh,
solid number, like 25%. I'm good with, you know. And if you have that goal, like if you have a number, stick with it because it will pass that, and it will, and you will get caught in the middle, right? It will pass that, and you will become greedy. Oh, I can make it. I make more. I make it more. Nah, if you have the discipline and get off when that's what they say, right? That I want to start doing that, to have a diary and write down all your trades
mm.
and write down everything that happens in between, everything that you can, right? You don't have to write every detail, but at least the important things, right? Okay, I made it 25%. I could make more. I should have done that, whatever. Oh, I got liquidated. What you got liquidated? Okay, because I didn't follow this rule and blah 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 blah. So that alone, I think it will be. I think it is really really helpful. When reviewing your strategies and shit.
So what time frame do you normally use? If you want to what time frame would you use to
15 minute, baby. 15 minute.
15 minutes? Okay.
Yeah. So even if you do a couple hours, maybe you can do a really really nice trade on the 15 minute. But you need to learn how to look through all the time frames, through before you start trading, right? Because It's the 4 hours might be it might look bearish, right? But you go down to the 15 or the 5 or whatever, and it probably is looking bullish as fuck, right? Because it matters, right? Like you going from uh like an eagle, right? Looking from the sky, you know, with the eye all the way down to the fucking, you know, looking from the sky to a fucking rat or whatever prey is going to fucking get, right? Same thing, right? You're looking on the daily, then in the 4, then in the 2 or the 1 or whatever, go down all the way to the fucking 5 minute, right? That will give you an insight of what's happening, you know. But some people, oh man, yeah, you do whatever you want to do, you know. It's everyone's different. Every trade trades differently. But like what I want to trade is now, what's happening right now in the 5 minute. I want the action. I want to see, you know, like it's yeah. So you know, because even the 15 minute, if you trade the 15 minute, you need to go down to the 5, to the 3, to the 1 minute to see what the price is doing. Because in the 1 minute, if you're trading Bitcoin or whatever, you know, it's maybe making a fucking head and shoulders on the 1 minute, and the 1 minute will fucking bring it down. While you in the 15 minute waiting, you know, to see how the 15 minute candle is going to play it out. But Bitcoin on the 1 minute is fucking going at the ground, right? Like so, those little things, right? You cannot. It's good to take a look at the whole picture from different angles, right?
Okay. Hey, Tad, what's up?
What's up?
Good morning.
This morning, about to get my coffee.